is what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Scrimmage here. Today we are gonna be watching this streamer got fucked by his own company, and this video is by Hello Yazine Extras. So if you guys wanna go check it out, I'm gonna leave a link down below so you guys can check out this video. Let's get right into it. Yes, sir. Also, here's a little fucking sneak peek first before we watch it. Oh, and if you don't get it, it's a sneak peek to our new game me and Zath are creating. So if you guys do enjoy, there you go. Sneak peek.
What's poppin', y'all? In one of the most unfortunate series of events, an OG streamer slash competitive gamer bent his knee. He bent the knee, really damn near took a sword like Ned Stark, almost chopped his head off for something so innocuous that everyone else is doing. And that is 100 Thieves Nadeshot. So for those that are unfamiliar, Nadeshot, he was part of Optic, and then he eventually started his own gaming organization, 100 Thieves. And that was wildly popular for a period of time. I would say the latter half of the 20-teens. So I would say maybe 2018 to 2017 to 2021, 2022.
Also, I do not condone this shit. If you're copying me, fuck off. Don't do the shit that I do in these videos. And if you're under 18, please fuck off. I curse like a fucking sailor. And this shit is not for kids, so yeah. Fuck off.
They were really popping, and even I think when like Valorant first started coming around, I think they had some motion there as well, and people used to buy their merch, and that was what they were most popular for. But like damn near every other gaming organization, the finances were hurting, and people had to get laid off. People have constantly been getting laid off, so people were getting laid off from 100 Thieves, who he's the CEO of, but he doesn't really handle operations. He's the owner, and it is split amongst others. But he steps back, and then he gets a ton of hate for doing a stream on Roobet, on Kick as well. He tweeted it out on September 6th.
What a fucking moron.
Now on Kick, spinning with Roobet. 50K in the balance and a whole lot of opportunity. Kick.com/Nadeshot. He didn't even put the website link. I don't know why. But so there's an interesting history with Roobet. Here you can see he's got a different setup. That's because he's in Mexico. You cannot stream Roobet in the US because of like the gambling laws. Stake, you weren't able to do that either. So people would go to Canada or Mexico. And that's why Trainwrecks TV was really like the OG, the OG guy to really face the wrath of anti-gambling, which, yes, I'm raising my hand, I'm anti-gambling. However, y'all are not allowed to be anti-gambling, and we're going to get into why that is in a little bit. And I'm not here to knock Nadeshot, but Roobet, it had sponsored Banks, Aiden Ross, and Rice Gum before Stake. So this was their sponsorship, the casino that they were sponsored by, and that's why they had to go to Mexico years ago when they were all living in that house together, and that girl Pammy was living in that house as well. And I think Mike Malak, he was living there too. I don't know if he was sponsored by them as well. So that's just a little bit brief history.
Wait, is it? No, Pammy, never mind. That was Aiden Ross's girl, right? She was getting fucked on by her ex or some shit, and she still loved him or something like that. And Aiden Ross started to go through fucking lean addiction and shit. That is a fucking moron. I mean, for trying that shit at first, but now he's doing like better things and shit. I mean, like, I know that him and Kaisen are having like this little beef shit, but whatever, dude. I believe Kaisen is better because like he's doing it more like memories and shit like that. He's building greater memories and doing that shit for the community and shit. I don't know why he's getting a lot of fucking hate. I've seen his streams, bro, and like they're pretty fucking good, bro. So especially the Mafia Thon 3 shit. Sauce.
On Rubet. After he gets people get laid off while he's out there doing that. And he finally speaks out against what was going on, or to address what was going on. And I'm gonna play you guys a couple of clips from that. So first he addresses the layoffs.
All right, gentlemen, we're back from Mexico after our first couple streams with Rubet, and we got to talk about some things because I got on Twitter, whoa. I got on Reddit, whoa. A lot of people very upset. And, you know, for what it's worth, the timing of some of these things, the way that they played out, I get why people are upset. But look, throughout this video, I'm not really here to change anybody's opinion because just the time that I've spent on the internet where people make an opinion, have an opinion, it's really hard to change that. So I'm just going to tell you guys the God's honest truth, and you can believe me if you want. It is what it is. I'm not here to be dismissive or condescending or passive aggressive about any of this. Bro, I just want to give you guys exactly the way that I see things, the way that things happened. All right. Just to be clear, I am not the CEO of 100 Thieves anymore. I don't go into the office that's in LA. I live in Texas now. I haven't been the CEO of 100 Thieves for almost 2 years now. And I attend about 4 board meetings a year. Our last board meeting was at the end of July, and that is the last communication besides asking about some off-season roster stuff that I've had with the executive team at 100 Thieves. Why I think that's important is because when I got to Mexico, which was on the 4th, the morning of the 4th, I got a text on the 5th, Friday morning, that they hope I'm enjoying Mexico and just wanted to provide me with an update that they were laying 12 people off that day. Last board meeting that I attended in July there was a conversation that we might have to lay off a few folks. Now, in no situation in the rounds of layoffs that we've had to do in the past when I was at the helm of 100 Thieves, I don't enjoy that. I take no pride in that. It is the worst thing that I've probably ever had been a part of in my career. All right. And when we've done those layoffs, I always say when I talk about it, I know that it's not bad for me. And I'm not complaining about my job and what I had to do to be involved in those layoffs. I'm honestly ashamed of it, right? The people that are affected by those layoffs, those are the people that we should feel empathy for. And for the folks that were laid off from 100 Thieves this time around, I hope nothing more for you to find a great place, land on your feet. It's the worst. I get it. But I didn't even realize that they were finalized.
This is a bit of a tough situation.
That's fucked, bro, because they're making him like actually like lay off people. He doesn't want to do that shit, but they're making him. There's
an interesting thing
That's
when it comes to people
unfortunate.
that hire and people that work for someone else. It's almost like, hey, you have to pay this person a certain wage and you can't fire them. But if the business is not making enough money to sustain itself, then the person's gonna get not just get fired. It's gonna go under, and they're not gonna have a job anyway. So for the way that the company can even survive is that people unfortunately have to get fired. And 100 Thieves is not like some crazy profitable corporation. Like, it's an esports organization. Notoriously, they are known for not making money, especially American organizations. And he knew that it was going to happen, and then he kind of talks about, yeah, you know, I'm the CEO, but I haven't been the CEO for quite a while. Dog, if Nadeshot is creating content on a regular basis, he's not in charge of operations. He's probably looking at the numbers whenever he has to do a meeting. He's more of an advisory role / figurehead that represents the brand because people associate it with Nadeshot. But he goes on to say why he did the stream and why he was out there whilst the layoffs were happening, because people are like, yo, these layoffs are happening and people are losing their jobs and you're out there in Mexico gambling, as if he was on some, I don't know, like vacation. And he explains why. So I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
You could believe me or not. I don't know, bro. That would be a pretty ballsy call for me. Be like, hey, you know what? I know that we're doing those layoffs here, but f it. We're going live with Rubet. It's just like, whoa. I had no idea. And when I got the text, I was just like, and the reason why I was in Mexico that week is because my wife is she's 37 weeks pregnant. The C-section is already on the calendar in 2 weeks. She has planned my trips to Mexico for the Rubet streams for September, October, November, December, and January already. She's a planner in this group. My Rubet's stream was already planned for supposed to actually come back today, but I finished early, so I came home early. That had been on the calendar for weeks and weeks and weeks. So a terrible situation, terrible, turn of events. But
That's fucking unfortunate, dude. Bro's having a kid and this bitch ass company fucking made him play that shit. Essentially. That's not okay, bro. Like, especially when the man is he's having his fucking child, you know what I'm saying? Like, coming to life and shit. Like, bro, come on, dude. That's a twisted ass company, bro. Leave.
that's what happened with the layoffs and 100 Thieves and Rubet.
So he says his wife's pregnant, and she actually scheduled this out for him, and this makes perfect
And also, bro, the wife is actually crazy. So, nah, just that's a side quest. I'm joking.
sense. And he didn't know until he was right there. And even if he didn't know, like, this is completely separate from what he has to do for work. That's not a 100 Thieves sponsored stream. He is a person off of his job, off of his work hours, whatever those work hours may be, and he's kicking it with a sponsor. It is what it is. And then he goes into the morality of gambling, which I feel like is the part that we should dig into most. I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
So now the last thing I want to talk about is the morality of gambling on stream. All right. Listen to me. If I were fucking named Nick A30 and I'm doing Fortnite fashion shows or I'm hide and seeking in this YouTube video, and all of a sudden when they come find me, I'm hiding in a casino. I'm like, hey kids, now that you're here, let's gamble. I'm looking at my back end analytics.
Yeah. Nah, that's crazy, bro. Kids, now that you're here, let's gamble is crazy.
On YouTube right now, 59% of my audience is 25 through 34 years old. 19% of my audience is 35 through 44 years old. 5% of my audience is 45 through 54 years old. Dude, 13 to 17-year-olds, 0.02%. Brother. Guys, you act like I make Roblox, Minecraft, and Fortnite videos. You know what I mean? I'm watching ESPN, and I got a money line spread ticker on the bottom of the screen. Across all major forms of entertainment and media, gambling advertising happens. I was doing the case openings a month and a half ago, and we were losing our minds over it. They're like, yo, gold, gold, gold. Open some cases, man. You got to start drinking right now. Like, people were all about it. And I said time and time again, if I'm sitting on stream and you guys were watching the case opens, even if I'm streaming Call of Duty, brother, I make terrible, terrible jokes all day. And I said, if I get a gambling deal, I'm doing it. And people were like, fuck yeah, brother. You want to drink and gamble? Let's do it. I'm like, hell yeah. And it happened, and it's awesome. All right? It's awesome. Don't gamble, you will lose. I'm telling you right now, don't gamble, you will lose. But I've got Drake, Trainwrecks, XQC. I've got some of the biggest creators, some of the biggest names of entertainment doing this. Look, I'm not trying to sit and be like, just they do it, I can do it. But holy shit, man, I feel like I just spawned in and I'm the first one to ever do a gambling deal. Now the layoff thing and it happening at the same time, I get it. But listen, I am not in the day-to-day 100 Thieves anymore. My demographic is significantly older than what people say. So if you guys, if you hate me just exclusively for gambling, I can see why some people would hate it or hate me. I got offered an ungodly amount of money to go do something that I enjoy doing already, that from time to time, it's just what it is, man. It's what it is. So look, I'm not sure if this video helped at all, because honestly, the more I kept talking through it, the more upset I kept getting, and the more condescending I probably sounded. But that's where I'm at here. That's how I feel. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything that I missed, but yeah. All right. Hope that helped.
Dude, that's fucked up, bro. Like, oh, so they didn't make him. They didn't make him fucking. I mean, kinda. His wife kinda fucking cooked him, though. I mean, yo, I'm not putting the fault on the wife, but like, it's kind of his fault too, because he's been saying that he wanted to do freaking those type of streams and shit. So
I'll see you guys on stream.
Here is where I actually agree with him. And I say this as somebody that's against the whole gambling. It saddens me, really, truly, how effed these young kids are for the like how they're being exposed to gambling. It's quite insidious. I mean, you've got kids talking about, young teens talking about throwing parlays, watching YouTube videos, and there's DraftKings sponsorships. And we're not just talking about crypto casinos. We're talking about everything across the board. Like, these kids are getting one-shotted bot they even have a chance to really develop. And we're not talking about no prefrontal cortex BS that doesn't develop. And
These kids are getting one shot at before they come across the real world or some shit. Nah, that's fucked.
Until 25 to give people an excuse for bad decisions they make between 18 to 24 as grown adults. We're talking about kids that don't even really have a sense of identity yet, not just doom scrolling on the iPad and TikTok, but they're getting hit with gambling, which is like one of the highest friggin' dopamine things that
Fuck me backwards and call me Sally. Sorry about that. Fuck.
could happen, and they're getting addicted to that before they've even got a chance. But the prevalence of it now, it's just everywhere. So you can't hate on it now. And he even gives this point where he's like, well, you know, Drake and this person and all these other people are doing it. And honestly, he's correct. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Even academics, as one example, he's like, yeah, you know, I was kind of dodging the gambling streams, but once I saw Drake did it, I was down for it. And a lot of these people don't have firm principles that they stand by. And I'm not saying that people should have the firm principle against gambling. I'm not ascribing that to other people, as some try to do. But what I'm saying here is he's right in that, he was just, and CSGO, so Counter-Strike, it's a game. Case openings are when people are just opening a case. You don't know what you're going to get. You might get a knife. You might get a rare weapon. So it's a type of gambling. And this guy says 500,000 USD in Counter-Strike cases equals 150,000 viewers and tons of praise. One sponsored gambling stream on Kick equals public apology. LMFAO. I think people were also upset that this was done on Kick too. I don't think he addressed that aspect of it, but that is part of the rage that people have. Keep in mind, 2 weeks ago, some French old guy who didn't really have any friends except these people that pretended to be his friends were beating him live for some subathon, and he died in his sleep. And that just got that got
Oh,
swept under
dude,
the
I did hear about that. It was already like an old guy, bro, but still fucked, dude, because his friends were supposedly taking care of him and shit, but that wasn't true at all. Also, he texted his mother something that he wanted to leave and get away already because they were treating him bad, but they won't let him go, and they killed him, bro. They killed him, and the police aren't doing shit. I mean, they're investigating them still. And yeah, they're fucking weird because when he passed away, after they killed him, when he passed away, he the friends posted online that, we miss you, buddy, this and that, bro. Make them even more sus because they were beating his ass on live. I haven't seen the video where he gets they're beating him or whatever. But I've seen like the shit on Twitter and stuff, like not the video, but like the screenshot of where his body is like cooked. I'm not gonna put it here, bro. Fuck no, bro. I'm gonna get fucking clapped immediately. But like you could see his body stiff and shit. Like that shit's fucked up, bro. R.I.P. that man, bro. But dude, like I can't believe evil motherfuckers, still like they live in this fucking world just to fuck people over or hurt them. That's not okay.
rug really quick. It just goes to show how fast news moves nowadays. But there's probably an investigation into that, and we're going to get more information as time passes. But Kick is associated with a lot of negative things. So I think the danger to Nadeshot's brand was more him being on Kick than him just being sponsored by Roobet. But if he's on Twitch, he can't do the sponsored by Roobet stream because Twitch bans these crypto casinos. And the first person, this is why I gotta have a degree of respect for him, because he took all of the arrows, and that was Trainwrecks. Trainwrecks was gambling with these types of casinos for, hell, years, and he was the reason why they got it taken off the platform. Like so many other people like Hassan, Pokimane, etc., they were like, yo, we can't let this fly. They complained to Twitch, and they all came together in like a coalition to get rid of the platform. And that's why Kick was made. So Kick was made to subvert not to subvert. Kick was made so that there would be a platform for people to stream.
I'm laughing, bro. Yo, listen, I'm laughing. I went like this because I was gonna laugh. I'm laughing, bro, because my friend's a fucking cooked ass motherfucker. So he sent me a picture of Pokemon, right? Have you guys seen the one where like she's like on the bed and she's like this or some shit? Yo, nah, he's fucking weird, dude. He said, "You like that, bro?" And I was like, "Dude, relax."
This safely, and every
Nah,
other
dude, that
excuse was
shit's.
just,
It was just
not
the
covered
other
up,
day
but
too.
not to make it look a little bit prettier. XQC, who is somebody who is sponsored by Steak, not Rubed, he gives his own take on the situation, which I'm gonna play you guys right now.
People are mad about the layoffs and what he does with his own money. Buddy, I am sort of. People are mad because these businesses are not even parallels. They're so unrelated. It's insane. Yo, this is funds. This is like getting mad at him because his house got renovated and people are being laid off. Like, what about it? These are not parallel. What is he supposed to do? Is he supposed to take a loan at the bank to give to ex-employees? Like, what is the man supposed to do?
Just to be clear, I am not the CEO of 100 Thieves anymore.
When somebody makes money and he earns a wage or earns money for his work, he can spend it however the he wants. The man can get the money, get a bin, and burn it on fire and fire the whole squad.
I get where he's coming from. He's actually kind of speaking fucking facts, though. I'm not gonna lie, so that's okay, dude. I mean, I get where XQC is coming from and what he's saying, bro. But like, it's because it's gambling. No, like, and then promoting it to kids is fuck, dude. But yeah, I mean, for a fact, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I've never gambled in my fucking life. So what I used to, I mean, I used to play cards, but I never put money on it. Like we would play in like within the family and shit. We would play what the fuck was that one called? Baccarat. We would play Konkian, like all that type of stuff, but not for money. We would play it for fun. But I've never gambled in my life.
It's his own personal fund that he's earned, buddy.
I don't go into the office.
And frankly, he's right. Like, dog, it's people act like.
In my opinion, gambling, bro, is fucking moronic. I was gonna say the R word, but fuck that. I don't like saying it that because it's fucked. It's moronic and it's stupid in my opinion. So that's why I really didn't, because dude, the odds of fucking winning is cooked, and like, dude, there's just no reason to fucking gamble. People's lives sometimes have been destroyed for that shit. So, cause I remember there was like a crackhead on Kick. I forgot what his name was, but he gambled his life away and he fucking lost a lot of money, bro. And people would just donate him money just so he could gamble it away and lose again. He would win big, then lose it all. Fucking moron.
Nadeshot is supposed to take money out of his personal money and use it to finance people's salaries, which is not going to do anything. Like, if the books aren't healthy, the books aren't healthy. It's just going to delay the inevitable, which is those people getting fired anyway. I think it's just a tough situation for him overall. I don't think he even needed to address it. The people that were reacting so angrily don't care, but he is still part of an organization, and I think they just wanted him to make a statement and let people know, like, hey, this is what I had to do. And yeah, that's basically it. It's because he's part of an org. I am willing to say that if he wasn't a part of 100 Thieves anymore, then he wouldn't have done this. However, there have been other people that are part of big orgs that have said F you when people tried to come for their head. But hey, it is what it is. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think he did anything wrong here? And he even said it. He's like, yo, life-changing money to do something I was doing anyway. And that's the thing. It's not like he's somebody that never promoted gambling. The guy he was basically promoting gambling for free already on his stream. So that's why I can't look at him and say, oh man, like you sold out. Don't you already have enough money? Because the guy's up. He's up a lot of money. But he was already doing it. He's already showing gambling. He's already promoting gambling. Well, why wouldn't he get paid to continue to do what he's already doing? That's different from somebody that doesn't do anything like that and then introduces it. Even then, I'm
That's
willing
true.
to understand, but I just think we're going to get a lot of
Unfortunate,
people,
but
sadly,
true.
unplugging from this life of ours due to the gambling that they got into as young teens. And we're not going to see the effects of that until 10 to 15 years from now. And they're going to say, yeah, I was watching the streamer. It's similar to the Juice World situation where he talks about getting into drugs because of Future. And he was like a young teen. And look how he ended up. And that ended up like ruining his life and eventually ending his life. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one.
Alright, let me full screen real quick. Well, I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what I'm saying, please like, share, and motherfucking subscribe. Also hit that motherfucking bell icon in the mouth for me, so you guys can get a new notification when I upload a new video. I hope you guys and girls enjoy this video. Let's fucking go. And yeah, I love y'all. And as always, stay motherfucking wicked. Peace out.